All right, so I just watched an interview, Extra TV, with Harrison Ford.
And then I saw it.
And yeah, I had to show it to Tom because
My YouTube is down.
I thought that the title was a little misleading, but it did get me to click on it and see what he had to say, because it said Harrison Ford reacts to seeing himself as the Red Hulk. Ridiculous, in quotes. And yes, he did say that, but in the context...
Say he looked ridiculous because he still thinks he's fucking Harrison Ford
Right.
from Indiana Jones. He says his hair... You still see his brown hair.
Right, and they show a couple of clips of him as Indiana Jones with the brown hair. But what he said was, it was ridiculous because that's not what he sees when he looks in the mirror. It's this big red hulking monster. So it wasn't that he was bashing in any way, shape, or form.
And how did he handle the questions when the inexperienced interviewer was trying? You could say she was
like
trying
a consummate professional.
Yeah, she could have been.
Really, she was baiting him with these questions.
She could have been. Hold on, wait. She could have been, or she could just be so fucking incompetent that she doesn't know how to ask questions.
Well, a couple of them were pretty.
Or that's the only thing she knows how to do is be a question antagonistic. Questions.
Well, yeah, I mean, because they did get to, the topic of the parallels between the movie and the current political climate, and he
shut that fucker right down. He's like,
he said,
he didn't want to hear about it, doesn't want to talk about it. Now, hold on.
Wait. Let's not talk about that before you see the movie.
All right, so...
And you can have your own takeaway, whatever it is, as an audience member.
Yes.
And...
So, is this the kind of damage control that he's doing because of what Anthony Mackie said? Or do you think this is what he would say anyway? I think
it's what he would say anyway.
Yes, because I've seen him in a lot of interviews, and he's very...
No, he's a professional. He knows how to answer these questions, and not just, that's the way it should be. It's like Carrie-Anne Moss's statements that she made after The Acolyte aired, and everybody hated it. She says, well, these things happen.
Yeah.
Move on, whatever.
It is what it is.
Again, a professional statement from a professional who...
And then when she asked, and because this gal was definitely not Republican or a pro-Trumper or a MAGA like y'all, like all the fucking liberals can't stand because they just beat him to the punch. She's not. She's definitely not.
No, she's...
And when she tried the one question about, well, because is it all right for him to be a black Captain America or something like that?
Right.
He shut that shit down. He said,
no,
I don't see this, that, or the other. Anthony Mackie is Captain America, not a black Captain America.
There's no such thing as a black Captain America, a white Captain America. There's just Captain America. And Anthony Mackie is Captain America as far as I'm concerned, especially after working with him on the set.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they should be saying about it.
Isn't there...
even after Anthony Mackie said that shit about, Captain America shouldn't represent America, which was a poor choice of words, and I don't think he really meant it the way it came across.
Oh, I think he did.
I think he wanted it to be like a more universal, because, Superman used to be the defender of truth, justice, and the American way, and he's more of a...
Warner Brothers at the time got around that.
He's more of a, defender of all of the earth and all of humanity. But Captain America is Captain America. It's in the name.
Yeah.
American values.
Whether you like them or not, that's the way it is.
Whatever you feel about those, especially, 1940s, World War II American values, which...
Democrats putting Chinese immigrants into concentration camp and stuff like that, those kind of values, or like truth, justice, and the American way, or
Japanese Americans.
Yes. They were
into the detainment centers.
They're
not concentration camps because we don't call it that.
Yeah, just because they don't. Yeah, it's just a different phrase.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like DEI is the new affirmative action.
And now
it's just a different name for it.
Yes, and now
but it's the same
else.
concept, and they're just trying to pass it off as this new thing.
No, I'm just trying to.
No,
I want you to.
It's just a comparison
because some people, the blue-haired fucking liberals and 800-pound orcas with the purple hair, America. Bleh! No, I freely admit that that's what they did, but it was a Democrat that did it.
No,
So
the country has a lot of things
Nobody's perfect.
to be not to not be proud of in its history of course, but to fixate on that part and just call out our country as being this hypocrites that think
Irredeemable.
that always-
You're just as bad as the religious people that say original sin for humans. So anyway, back to the interview.
But again, we're going to put a link to it in the description. It's only
Yeah.
5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's just my point is that what he said and how he answered these questions was spot on the way he should have.
The way
because
everybody should have.
He's promoting a movie that's just about to come out, and he's trying to get you
To go
amped
see
up
it.
to go see it. Yes. That's why they call it promotion. Hello?
Now, Disney obviously has a media department or how to, interviews, right?
I'm sure they do, yeah.
So shouldn't they all be fired for everything that's gone on with this movie?
Right? I mean, because you
Or were they all DEI hires that just sat around it like the She-Hulk writing room and didn't do a damn thing?
I just
It's bad, just bad,
No.
unprofessional.
Unprofessional. Everybody's unprofessional as everybody jumping on the fans over, their criticism of the Acolyte. That the unprofessionalism of what's her name from the Wicked and her overreaction to the fan made poster. I mean that shit. No, you don't air your dirty laundry out to the public like that and expect people to just go
Fawn all over you.
It's like they're throwing a pity party for themselves.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous, man.
So,
And this was really, really, they should all be talking about the movie like this and not be just
wherever,
all over
whatever,
the place like they are, man.
America bashing.
Because it's already got the impression
Stigma.
that it's not going to be good.
Yeah. Because, well, it's been redone 3 times.
All
and-
that stuff. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
all that going against it. They should be doing everything they can to address that, squash it, and say, just come see the fucking movie for yourself. Which is pretty much what he did.
They should be filling each theater with hookers
I mean,
to
he
give free
he-
blowjobs.
He said,
But anyway,
let's not make.
even then, I wouldn't go see it.
He said, let's not. Right?
Just saying.
But I mean, he's like, why? How? Let's not jump to these conclusions before you even see the goddamn thing.
Yeah, which is
Which is what they should be saying.
they shouldn't even say. They shouldn't even be allowing that negativity. They just say, "Hey,
No, I mean,
come watch the movie."
If they're asked
find
the
out.
question,
Yeah.
that's how they should answer it.
But
it's
they
not like he went out of his way to
No,
say that.
he didn't. No,
She asked him.
no. But what I'm saying is like that whole stigma, that whole reality. They shouldn't even be. They shouldn't have even endorsed it by.
Well, even that, and what he said about the approach to the material.
Yeah,
How serious you have to take it.
the world's not serious, but you take it seriously to do it to be serious.
And the thing is that
That's called a professional.
well that and that, really, because it doesn't matter what the content is
Yeah,
if it's real to the actors and it's real to
everybody involved.
then it becomes real to your audience.
And maybe that's been the problem. Maybe that's been the problem for the last 5 years with all these shows.
Yeah,
And movies.
they're not sold out to the reality of it.
Yeah, they aren't buying into what they're trying to sell.
And that's what makes the difference, because it's like when you see a production of Our Town, most of it is pantomimed. There's no props.
Yeah.
They just pantomime all the shit, but you see it and you visualize it and you
I'm
buy
gonna gi-
because it becomes
I'm gonna
real
give you an
to,
example. I'm gonna put an
it's
example
real to the
out.
actors.
Peter Cushing, when he was talking about Star Wars,
Right?
and just like Alec Guinness, they were professional.
Yep.
They knew it was a silly space movie, but they weren't there to be like, oh, I can just dick around.
No.
They were getting paid. They do the job correctly. It's called pride in your work,
Yes.
and that's something that
And that makes all the difference,
Yes.
man. Because it doesn't matter. I said I'd do this. I signed on.
and we're doing
And I'm going to do the best I can with what this material is.
Yeah, not
Regardless of whatever I think of it.
yeah.
I'm still going to make it real for me, help whatever it takes to make it real for you.
Yes.
And it becomes real for your audience.
And then they buy into it, and they're like, oh, yeah, that was a good movie.
And you buy it, you get sucked right in.
Yeah.
And so that, and that is an acting thing, man.
Yeah.
Actors need to sell themselves out to the reality of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if they can't, and I mean, that's the thing in sci-fi, a lot of times you'll see that. It doesn't seem like the actor really gets what they're fucking doing.
Yeah. But when they do...
But when they do, it's killer.
Yeah. Like, you believe every word coming out of Ultron's mouth.
Yeah.
Fucking Ultron, California. Fucking A.
Yeah. And, I mean, really, and I mean, yeah, like, especially the early MCU films, they weren't that serious, but it was real to them.
Yes.
Even the Ant-Man is as comical as it was. The comedy came from the reality.
Yes.
If it wasn't real to them, it wouldn't have been funny.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's the thing about comedy, too. That's where the humor comes from, is that with all the ludicrous shit these people find themselves doing, it's all real to them. It's all really happening.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it funny.
Yes.
And that's what makes it engaging.
So, with that,
So
let us know what you think. After you watch the interview, listen to our video. Alrighty? Does this change your mind about going and seeing the movie?
not necessarily, no, but
At least
I just think that this is what everybody should be saying about it at this point when it's about to come out.
the people that are
And they're
involved
trying to
in the movie.
encourage
They're
people
trying
to
sell
come
the
see
movie.
it.
Yes.
They're selling the movie. They're promoting it.
Exactly. All right. So, agree with us, disagree with us, let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe.